These dedicated employees serve the citizens of Sampson County 24/7, 365. Some are here with us today, some are currently out working and on duty, and some are sleeping, getting ready to come to work for the night shift. Whether it's our first responders, which are telecommunicators who answered the telephone 135,000 times last year, or our GIS team who checks the validity and adds to the new roads and addresses into the county GIS and the CAD system, which is our computer-aided dispatching platform. The men and women emergency services, which is EMS, who responded to over 11,800 emergency medical calls last year. Our fire marshals and emergency management, who review new building plans, complete fire inspections, investigate fires, plan for, train, and have equipment and supplies ready to be deployed for our next emergency. I would be remiss if I did not also mention our administrative assistants who work behind the scenes to keep the office running, order supplies, pay the bills, answer the non-emergency telephone lines, and help keep track of the roughly 100 employees that will work out of this new facility. I might add, they keep me in line as well. I'm proud to lead these fine men and women. Thank you guys and gals for what you do. Finally, I would like to thank you again for everybody who made this possible. I can speak for emergency services personnel when I say we look forward to operating out of this new facility for many years to come. Now I would like to introduce my boss, the county manager, Mr. Ed Causey.
I'm going to try to be very brief, but what I would like to do is acknowledge some of the people and groups of people that have worked on this project. And I can tell you, I've been doing these types of projects in my previous career, which is some total of 40 years. And there's good news to tell you about a project that involves a lot of people. It's a lot of fun. It's also a lot of headache. If you're lucky on some projects, you sort of coalesce and you come together where everybody's interest in the project seems to be more about accomplishing the project than it does about any specific return that they're going to get. And that makes a project especially fun. The other challenge with doing what I'm doing is inevitably you are going to leave out somebody that needs to be acknowledged, and needs to be acknowledged, and I'll take care of that by apologizing in advance if I happen to overlook you. Because I want to have continued employment, it would be most helpful if I would acknowledge my commissioners that are here first. I've got Commissioner Alan McLam sitting back there. If you'll raise your hand, Alan. We've got Vice Chair Sue Lee sitting over here to my left. And are there any other commissioners that I do not see? Okay, well, we will move right along. One of the other things I'll give you is just a little bit of history. Obviously, our legislators have been extremely helpful with this project, and without them, we could not accomplish very much. And particularly, I want to call out Senator Jackson and Representative Brisson, as well as anybody else that has participated. My first interest in the project, when I came here in 2010, everybody was interested in a new facility, but it was just talk and hype. And we all wanted it. However, Rick, in 2011 or 2012, y'all invited me over to participate in a storm disaster recovery, and I found that quite interesting because one afternoon late, I was standing in almost knee-deep water outside the telecommunications building, portion of the building, and I think Ronald Bassett at the time says, well, maybe this will help you understand why we need a new building. So with that, we were started. So I told Senator Jackson when we started, with the support of the commissioners, that we really needed a new building in Sampson County. He said, well, Ed, you've not given me anything. I need something than just your wish list. Well, he up there and he gave us a $10,000 planning grant in order to do an initial schematic in order to start the lobbying effort that came forth. And the Wooten Company helped us with that. And if you look at your brochure, and I presume everybody had, we're extremely proud of all of the funding that is coming to this building. And if you see, you have got the participants. We've got Scott Hamilton here from the Golden Leaf, who was a big partner. We've got Pokey Harris here with the 911 board, who's going to be on the program in a few minutes. And she did a really fine job of helping us. We've got grants from the state, and we've also got funding from the Truist Bank. And they will be providing us about $4,200,000 worth of financing on this. And I cannot say enough about Truist. They've been a partner for us for a lot of endeavors that we would like, that we're interested in making. When you have this kind of project, this project has been going on for a long time. It's about 36,000 square feet, and we have got multiple people that have helped us. The first group I want to acknowledge is Mission Critical Partners, and I'm going to ask you guys to raise your hand if anybody is with you. And we appreciate what you have done. And quite frankly, I did not understand what is involved with technology before we started, and quite frankly, I still do not. But without you, we certainly would not be here. Another group that I want to acknowledge is ADW Architects. I think we've got Paul Bonsall and Jim Powell here, and we are delighted to have them. This project, and I've done a lot of projects, or participated in a lot of projects. This project was unusual for me. This is the first time where my primary design architect ended up to be my project administrator and came down basically on a monthly basis to oversee the project. And I don't have, Mr. Powell, I don't have enough good things to talk about Paul Bonsall and what he has meant to us and the interest he has taken in this project. We also had a contractor by the Monteith Construction, and all of you folks, if you will stand up if you're sitting, make sure we know where you are. Bear in mind, at the time we began working on this project, we were in the middle of a pandemic. And we started off, I can't remember whether the supply chain issues we started with or whether they developed when we got there. But we started off with challenges from the get-go, and somehow we've made it to the end, Matt, and we're still speaking. So that really speaks well. So we really have a good group of people to work with. If you come down to it, we've also got employees. This project has gone on so long that we have got employees that have retired before the project was finished, that have participated on this. I'm not sure that I've got everybody, but some of the people that have worked on the project that are no longer with us is, first I've got my retired assistant county manager, Susan Holder, standing back here. Lynn Reynolds was the public works director who worked on the project and is retired. Ronald Bass is the former director, and I think he retired sometime during the time that we had started on this. I think I saw Melinda McClenny somewhere. Raise your hand wherever you are. Melinda did a good job. In fact, she was the one, back in those days, you could not go to Raleigh to make you presentations for grants from the 911 board. And Melinda made the presentation by video from our office one day, and I think she did a superb job, and I think she was quite a very good contributor to what we have here. Another person that was retired is Jerry Cashwell, who worked with us on the project. And that just goes to show you some of the people that have come and gone. If we talk about the current people from the county side, Chairman, Vice Chair Lee, we can't undermine what Rick Sauer and his staff has done. We've got Cliff Brown and the people over in telecommunications. You've got Eric Herring that have worked on it. We've got Chris Rayner and the IT staff. We've got Mark Turlington and Ashley, I think, are here with Public Works. And I'm trying to figure out, then on the administration side, we've got Juanita Brewington and David Clack, who take care of the administration of the funds and trying to keep us in line. I've got a communications director, Gene Coe, and Stephanie Shannon have also helped us with a lot of the logistics for this. So a lot of things have come together, but occasionally, even during that time, you do have those challenges that you just got to work out. And sometimes people will help you a little bit that turns out to help you a whole lot. And one of the events we had was when we were building the radio tower. We determined the day before the crew, or 2 days before the crew, that our our pad needed to be higher, and we didn't have the resources to get it all done as quickly as we needed to. And the county public works came together, the construction contractor came together, and the city of Clinton provided us some resources to help us 4 days. So we basically did that work in a day. And that is the kind of event. There were probably many others. If that had not occurred when it did, I think we could have had some pretty significant delays in what is going on. I am trying to look over my notes to see if I have left anybody else, but I can tell you this has been a good project to work on, and we're proud of all of the people that we have working in emergency services. If you look at the conditions that they worked in for years and years, I think they probably are as appreciative as the rest of us for the facilities that they've got. So we are just delighted with what we've got. We are most appreciative of everyone who came out today. We can't say anything but thank you to the citizens of Sampson County. And with that, I'm going to introduce Commissioner Lee to make whatever comments she would like to make. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, and fellow community members, I stand before you today, dressed in my EMS colors, with immense pride and excitement as we gather to celebrate a significant milestone in our community, the open house of our Emergency Services and 911 Center. It is an absolute pleasure to welcome you all here to this event where we open our doors to offer you a glimpse into the heart of our emergency operations. Here, dedicated individuals work tirelessly day and night to ensure the safety and well-being of our community members. Today, we invite you to take a step inside of their world and to gain a deeper understanding of the vital work they do. As you walk through 911 Center, you will see the state-of-the-art technology and highly trained personnel who are always ready to answer your call when you need it the most. These unsung heroes are the calm in the storm, the lifeline for those in distress, and the ones who dispatch help when it's needed the most. This open house is not just an opportunity to showcase our facilities and resources, but also a chance to foster stronger connections within our community. We want you to know that our commitment to your safety and well-being extends beyond the walls of this facility. We are partners in ensuring the security and prosperity of our community. Our 911 Center is just not about the equipment or the technology. It's about the people who work here, individuals who have dedicated their lives to serving Sampson County. It's about their unwavering dedication, their ability to stay calm under pressure, and their commitment to make a real difference in the lives of our residents. Today, we salute them, and we invite you to express your gratitude for their selfless service. During your visit, we hope you gain an understanding of the inner workings of our 911 Center. We encourage you to ask questions, learn about our procedures, and engage in meaningful conversations with the dispatchers, paramedics, and staff. Our doors are open to you every day, just as our doors are open to you today, just as they are every day to those in need. In closing, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our entire emergency services team. Could I have a round of applause for them, please? Your dedication and hard work have saved countless lives, and we appreciate the unwavering commitment to our county. To our guests, thank you for joining us today. We look forward to building stronger relationships with you as we strive to keep our community safe and well connected. And as a side note, previously someone staged a ceremony. We were able to come out. The commissioners were invited to come out. We were able to sign a beam the last beam that was going to be put up. We were able to sign our names, and that was a true honor. And having the shortest name of anybody on the commissioner board, I was shy because it took me so long to write. So once one of the other commissioners said, "Sue Lee, it took you that long?" But I wrote, "God's blessings to all that enter here." So I hope you receive a blessing today. Thank you and enjoy your visit. At this time, I'm going to introduce Pokey Harris, Executive Director of the North Carolina 911 Board. Well, I would like to invite Commissioner Lee to travel with us about the state. so that she can share exact comments about 911 and our telecommunicators. You did that so eloquently. So let me ask, how many telecommunicators do we have with us today? Well, a handful. We want to say thank you very much. Emergency services is very important for everyone, but those folks truly are the first of the first responders. I had someone correct me one day and say, please don't call us the first responders, because we are first responders, and they truly are. They are the ones that begin that cycle of care and that help for you. So for them, the 6,800 square feet of this facility that is dedicated to their operations, which is about 19% of the entire facility, we want to say to them, enjoy this as your home away from home, because truly they spend time here away from their families, taking care of everyone else's family. In that facility, as Commissioner Lee said, is the state-of-the-art or purpose-built facility, 911 center, for the job that they do. It's the bricks and the mortar and all of those things that make up the building, but also the necessary technology, the state-of-the-art technology that they use to process each and every 911 call that they receive. It may be for you, it may be for a parent or a loved one, or it could be one of the many guests that go through Sampson County on a daily basis. The 911 board's contribution to this, and thank you, Mr. Causey, for all your comments. And no, sir, I did not bring additional money with me today. I'm sorry about that. But the $5.5 million that the 911 board awarded through our grant program, and I do want to say what a wonderful job you did the day that you presented the grant to the board. We do have an opportunity for bricks and mortar facilities and projects such as this. There was a strong need identified here for this county for just that purpose, and that the county decided to make this a multi-purpose facility and put your services in one place. That was a cost savings to you all. So the $5.5 million, the $5.5 million is about 19% of the overall project, and the 6,800 square feet is about 30% of this building. So we do want to say thank you for the county and the way that they have worked with us on the grant. Very exemplary of their reports, the information to us. Where's Cliff? I know that we have aggravated him to death with the reports and the things like that that were necessary. But like any county, the 911 board is very responsible and for the auditing purposes, and to make sure that those dollars are used judiciously. And Sampson County has done that. Mr. Causey mentioned the day that he was standing in water at the old PSAP. That was 712 square feet there for those folks. Now they're going into 6,800 square feet. That not only helps the folks who are working here today, but that's going to help with your recruitment and your retention for those that need to come to fill the seats after many of us have aged out or retired. It makes a difference when you have a comfortable place for folks to come to work, and especially when they're performing jobs that are very stressful anyway. But to have a comfortable home away from home to come to work, that environment makes it so much easier. And even though it's hard for those folks to get up every day to come to work because of the stress that they're going to face, at least they know now they can come to a place that's not going to have water, they're not going to get electrocuted, it doesn't have smells, it's a very pleasant environment, and the technology and the equipment is there for them to perform that job. So on behalf of the North Carolina 911 Board, we certainly want to say congratulations to you all. I would be remiss today if I did not introduce Angie Turbeville, that serves as the 911 Regional Coordinator here. Cliff works with her on a regular basis. And we also want to identify Tina Gardner, who's another one of our regional coordinators who probably drove longer than Angie and I did to get here. But this was very important for her to be here to help you all celebrate. And again, congratulations from the North Carolina 911 Board.
That concludes our formal program here. We invite everybody, there's some snacks in the back and so on to help yourself. We have displays all over the building, all over the facility. Some displays outside, some displays in some of the rooms inside. You'll be able to access our 911 floor and you'll be escorted in there. I just ask you to be careful and keep your voices down a little bit, as it is an active 911 center, and they may be busy when you're in there or they may not be busy. So thank you again, everybody, for coming and enjoying. Thank you.